Philly streets got a story to tell. Golden sun breaks the Liberty Bell. From the Trattoria to the stoop outside, feel good vibes in the city's pride.
Fuji's Philly flair, oh, it's everywhere. Good news flying like hands in the air. Hip hop grooves with a twist, so rare. Fuji's Philly flair, we're living the care.
Well, what is up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope everybody's having a great week. One more day till Friday. Congratulations to the Flyers for knocking off those pesky Penguins and moving on to the next round. Hopefully the Sixers can get it together against Boston. Tonight, another episode of Fuji's Philly Flair. I figured we'd do a little something different tonight. You know, it's all about Philly. No filter. Tonight, I want to welcome from TikTok content, Miss Nicole. She is now I'm losing my train of thought here. Nicole does content on TikTok all about Philly slang and just Philly words, like I said. It's something different, and let me welcome Nicole in here. Nicole, I want to welcome you to Fuji's.
Thank you.
Fair.
Thanks for having me. I was jamming to the music. I was I hope you don't cut to me.
I saw you in the green room dancing, cracking me up. But
I was like,
I want to welcome you.
Thank you.
Wanted to. You've been doing some, I'm drawing a little blank here.
My TikTok words, my slang.
Some, content.
My South Philly words.
Exactly. I mean, you write them on that little chalkboard you have, and it's,
the whiteboard. That's my son's whiteboard. I was using the whiteboard for a while, and I was getting a kick out of that. But sometimes it's like hard to even remember to get it again. I actually have it right here. I should have wrote some words on it.
That's all right. So let me let's get right into it. I mean, how long you been doing the content on TikTok?
Well, first of all, I got to say, I think it's funny when people say content, because I don't consider myself a content creator. To me, a content creator is somebody who does characters and stuff. Right. I just do it for fun. So it's funny because I'm I'm not really a content creator. But honestly, I started in 2020 and then I was on it, off it, on it, off it. And then I always say I get a bipolar moment and I get my balls twisted and I go and I'm I'm going to delete it all. So I delete everything. And then I'm I'm never going on TikTok ever again. And then literally a month later, I go back on it and I start all over again. So I must have done that about 10 times since 2020.
Well, it's, some of the words, like I said to you earlier when we talked, to make, to introduce myself and the show and the questions I have. And, I've uploaded, a couple of your videos just to, show the audience and, when anybody has any questions, please feel free. But, it's what kind of comments do you get from people outside of Philly on your content? I got to stop saying content.
That's all right. It's all right. I think it's funny. First of all, I get that I sound like I'm from Delaware County all the time, which I do not. We are completely different. Delaware County and South Philly, we do not sound the same. So I get it all the time. They're oh, here's somebody from Delaware County, which if you're from Delaware County, that's fine. But then I'll get people in the comments that say, that's not a South Philly word, or they never heard it. And I always say, well, were you on the west side of Broad Street or were you on the east side of Broad Street? Because maybe that's why I'm from the east side of Broad Street.
Well, right. I mean, it's, when you think back over the years, not South Philly, not just being Italian, but, different parts of, South. Being from, like I said, I told you I was originally born in South Philly. I was raised in the Northeast. And, It's like, you know, people from South Philly either moved to Delco or they went over to Jersey, over the bridge.
Right over the bridge, 5 minutes over the bridge.
Which they always said South Philly over the bridge.
Yep. All Jersey, South Philly.
Yeah,
it's funny because a lot of people are like, oh, I've been in Jersey for like 20 years. That's when I never heard that word. Or people say, I've been in Jersey and I use that word too. I sound just like you. And I'm like, yeah, because you were originally from South Philly and you just went 8 minutes over the bridge and you're right in South Jersey. So of course you're going to carry those words from South Philly to South Jersey.
Exactly.
So of course we sound the same.
What's been your most viral slang video so far?
I think your sister's ass was the first one that like catapulted it. And I'm like, it's a word I use all the time.
Oh,
it's like people found it hysterical.
Well, right. I mean, I don't think it's just the South Philly thing because, like I said, comedian Vic DiBitetto would say that in his introduction. When he would, on all the platforms, he would.
Yeah, he's funny.
And matter of fact, I do have that clip. I wanted to make sure I did bring that up. Let me.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. It's funny. Like the people, like I would get a lot of people from the South. They're like, I'm going to use that. I don't know how well it's going to go on over here, but I'm going to use it. I was like, please use it and let me know how it turns out. So yeah, that was the most viral one.
Let me pull that one up just to play.
Yeah, let me see.
How are used. Your sister's ass. One of my favorites. Now this could be used in multiple ways. It means a lot of things. You be driving down the street and you miss your turn. Son of a bitch. I missed my turn, your sister's ass. You having a conversation with somebody. Ma, what are you talking about? ShopRite is open. It's 50 feet of snow. It don't matter. ShopRite. I was just by there. They're not open. Mom, your sister's ass isn't open. ShopRite's open. You're having an argument with somebody. And they just don't shut up. And you're just like, whatever, your sister's ass. You're just mad about something. And listen, the person don't even need to have a sister.
Well, that one's hilarious because going down to South Philly, like I said, to visit my dad and grandparents, you would always, you would hear that. And personally, my favorite one, this might be a little exploited, but, everybody in South Philly never said mother effer, was always mother humper, which.
Yeah, you mother humper.
Which I
just hump.
That, right. Which I just always would crack the hell up hearing that. And, it's just, it's a different, to me, just, and I don't want to sound biased, but it was just some words.
Oh, sound biased, because South Philly is a place unto itself.
Language. I mean,
it is. We have a whole nother language here. We say what we make things up. We twist things around. We add words together. We take letters out. We have our own language. Like I love us. I love the way we are. I love the way we sound. I love the way we talk. I love the way we act. You could be walking down the street and like someone just be like, you look at somebody and go, I don't want to curse, but I have a habit of cursing. I said, you might have to bleep me out, but I'm going to try and stop myself. But you say, what the F you looking at? And then you go, F you. And then you just keep on like it's nothing. And it's like, all right, have a good day. It's like, what just happened?
It's just that attitude that we bring.
I know.
Not just, I just think that's all over, but I just think there's just a different persona with the South Philly slang compared to, before we came on air, we talked about, how water ice is pronounced.
Mm-hmm.
Like
it's water.
Right. Everybody looks at us like, what, they say water. And like,
yeah.
If you move and maybe come back and you pick up that slang of using
other
water,
state or other area.
Right. I mean, another slang word, on my list here is, did you eat yet? But we always say G yet.
G, yeah.
Like without just some other words like, going to New Jersey beaches. Like, we don't say that. We say down the
Yeah,
shore.
down it. We're going down the shore, not even down the shore, down the
Right.
shore. Going down the shore. You going? Yeah, I'm going.
Right. It's like the plural of you is like use. Like we
Mm-hmm.
don't say. I mean, it always reminds me of my cousin Vinny with Joe Pesci.
I love that
saying
movie.
A couple of youths.
Oh my God, I love that movie. The two what? The two youths.
Youths, right. 2 youths.
Yeah. Or yous. Like, where yous going? Where yous going? Where yous going? What are yous up to?
How would you define the word John in your own words?
That is one word. It means anything, really. It could be
Right.
this. It could be this joint right here. It could be
Right.
this thing that cleans my glasses. This joint right here. It's anything. But that's one word that is not really my vocabulary unless I'm like making fun of something, or we just throw it out there like making fun of it, but in a loving way. You know what I mean? But joint is technically anything, anywhere, anybody. Like, oh, there's John. Like, people say John too a lot. Like, some people try to say it and they'll say John, and I'm like, oh my God, it's not. It's John.
Do you think
you got that John right there?
Right. Do you think Philly slang is more than just words or personality?
It's definitely personality. It's how you bring it. It's like the flavor, how you bring it, how you say it.
No, definitely, because it's just that like I said, the way Philly slang is, and the way it comes off. We do have a comment here. Let me see who's checking in.
Okay.
My friend Sean Kilrain, what's up, Sean? Hold on, what's up, Sean and guest Nicole? You guys want some
What's up,
water?
Sean? Hey, you want some water? Want some water, right, Sean?
Here's some water for you.
I know. Here's some water. Salute. Ching.
Give me some South Philly slang words everyone needs to know.
Oh my God. I say this all the time. It's when people ask me, because I use it to me, it's normal words. So it's like, I got to think sometimes like we don't say them, we say them.
Right.
We don't say over there, we say over there. Like, yo, can you go grab me that over there real quick? Or I'm going to walk over there real quick. We don't say there, like I'm walking over there. We'll say, yeah, I'm going to walk over there right now. Like there.
I always had a thing of saying up there,
like up there. Like, you want to go up there real quick? Like I'm not going to go up there and go grab that,
Right. Exactly.
We cut letters out. Like I'm like street, like street name. Like we say street. I don't say street. Street. Like it's drug out. Like street.
Well, that's another thing too. Like I always remember somebody saying, let's just say 10th Street. They wouldn't say 10th. They would say 10th.
No. Nope. I did a video on that too. Yeah, you cut out the
10th, like 10th in Oregon.
Yeah. You say 10th in Oregon.
Yeah.
10th in Oregon.
We have another comment here coming in, and
okay.
I don't know. I don't know. Me and Megan, we were listening at the hair cornery.
Oh, it's my girls. Hi, girls.
Hello. Thanks for checking in.
Thanks for coming in.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, they're my girls at work.
Let's see. What's a slang word people would try to use, but always sound like a tourist would say it?
John is definitely one of them, because they don't say it right. Like they say John a lot of times. Or I'm trying to think what else. I'm being put on the spot. I should have wrote some.
No, I mean, like I said, I got it. Like the word.
G, like sometimes people say G, like they try to say it, like they can't. You always know when somebody's not from South Philly. I'm not even going to say Philly, but you always know when somebody's not from South Philly, because South Philly is different than West Philly, North Philly. You know, it like there's different ways that we pronounce everything, but South Philly, you always know when somebody's a tourist or not from the city.
Well, another word. I mean, we used to in our day was a Mac machine. Well,
Oh yeah, Tap
today
Mac.
it's using an ATM, and
I still say Tap Mac. I gotta go Tap Mac. I gotta go to Mac.
I don't know how it went from a Mac machine to ATM. Like
I don't know.
years.
I have no idea how that changes.
Because every bank had Mac machine,
Right.
no matter what it was.
Yeah, I don't know how things change over time. I guess new people move in.
Right.
Like, you know, like sometimes people, like we were talking about this before, like how people don't like know certain words and they're like, I never heard it before. And I'm like, well, maybe it was just never continued in your family. You know what I mean? Like maybe that person, that grandmom or great grandmom or uncle died and they don't use those crazy words anymore. And now like my son doesn't talk like me. He does. I'm like, where did you you came from me? You live, but you know, he goes to school with kids from all over. So he says water. He always says to me, why do you say coffee? I'm like, well, it's coffee. He's like,
coffee.
Yeah, and he says it's coffee. I can't even do it. Like coffee. I'm like, ew. No, it's not. It's coffee. Get out of my face.
It is coffee.
It's coffee. You know, but all the kids, I feel like the kids don't have the lingo or the language, and you know, and somebody said to me, and it's probably right because they're always on YouTube and they're always like on the internet listening to the people from there. So I'm like, maybe you're right. I don't know. I don't know how it don't get passed down.
Another word over the years too was like crayons, like
crayons.
Whether it was called crayons, you know, crowns.
People say crowns, or what's the other word they say? Crayons. They say crayons.
I never heard of that one.
Some people say crayons. Draw is another one. Draw, like something you pull out, like a drawer.
Oh, yeah, right.
Like a dresser drawer.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even know if this word's even used anymore, but the word skeeve.
Oh, skeeve.
Like,
listen, come to my shop. It's said 17,000 times a day. Skeeve. We skeeve everything. Skeevy, scavat, skeeve. Ew, I skeeve that. Yuck.
I mean, the definition here is to dislike or be disgusted by something.
It's be disgusted by. Yuck.
That skeeves me out.
Yeah, like the strings on the banana. Ew, I skeeve that. If it touches me, I'll throw up. It's skeevy. It's disgusting.
Let's say I was going to play one of your other videos here. Let's see what
you got.
Let's see. Let's play it.
And I'm like, I've never called an Italian roll an Italian roll. I always say, I want to make a sandwich on Italian roll. Get me ham and cheese sandwich on Italian roll. Like Italian roll. Why are we like this? Why are we like this?
Good point.
Yep. And, you know, I get all the time, people say to me, like, they'll see my video and they'll say, you know, I never thought about that. Like, I never knew that's what I sounded like until like you brought it up. And that's the thing. We don't really realize how we sound until someone points it out to us, like how we pronounce things. And I'm like, it's true because we all talk the same way, you know?
Well, you're right, because it's just the lingo that, you know, most Philadelphians were brought up what they heard.
Right. And then it's like,
it might, you know, like you said today, maybe is a lot different because, you know, some of the lingo is not the lingo in Philly, I guess, just depending on, you know, if you live in the suburbs, South Jersey, you know, depending on what part of Philly, but
it'll always be my lingo though. I don't think I could ever try to be like have a professional voice or like speak proper. I guess that's more like it proper. When I try to speak proper, I feel like I sound like an ass. I don't know. It's so out of my character.
Right.
Yeah, it's out of my character and I can't do it. I try and I'm like, ew, that sounds so like it sounds like I'm trying to be fake and I can't be. I can't do it. That's why like me and Chris will always like we'll do videos and like he's from South Jersey I'm from South Philly, and we talk completely different. And we make fun of each other in a loving way, but we just sound completely different. And I'm like, I'm right, you're wrong. I say it the proper way, you say it the wrong way. It's all fun though.
What was the first Philly slang word you ever remember using?
Oh God. I don't even know. I feel like I was born coming out saying slang. Like, I don't know.
Now, do you get comments from people all over on TikTok? Like
I've gotten, the farthest I think I got was Alaska. No. Yeah. Alaska and where else? Somewhere in Europe. I can't think right now. And I was like, dang, I reached that far. I get a lot of people from Texas commenting. I was like in the South. I'm like, okay, all right. I think it's weird. Not weird in a bad way, but I always say, like, I'm a private person, and it's people like, well, you go on TikTok and you do all this. I'm like, yeah, but I'm in my own little element. I'm in my safe space. You know what I mean? And it's weird, like when somebody like sees me out, like the clients are different because they see me all the time. But like somebody else, like if they see me out and they're like, oh my God, I knew I recognized that voice. Cause I mean, you know, it's so recognizable. And they're like, I knew the voice, and I knew you. And I'm like, and they're like, hi. And I'm like, and I feel like I start to sink into my shell, you know, cause it's weird, you know, but it's fun at the same time. I love doing TikToks. I think it's funny. I try to get the girls at work to do them all the time. Some of them are games. Some of them are like, oh God, here she goes. My son forgetting. He don't ever want to do a TikTok.
Well, like I was talking to you about earlier, you know, I saw, I think you said her name's Bianca, Curve Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
How she does like word of the day.
She goes, one sip, you's already know.
Right. And
I like her. She's funny.
Like I said, I was going to try to get you. And then there's Trish, who's from South Philly, that's always going around and, you know, the different spots and just.
Yeah. Trish is always giving the 411 on places.
Right. Just the matter of
like
fact,
the information.
Matter of fact, though, I seen her league go out of the South Philly area. Maybe.
Oh, you actually seen her out?
No, not on TikTok, but not personally. But just explaining like stuff up by South Street or whatever.
Yeah, I swear one day I'm going to see her out. I mean, she's always in the same area.
Yeah, I mean, she's pretty.
I'm going to see this girl out one day. I have to. How can I not see her? She's in the area.
She's pretty informative with the way she
explains
everything.
She is. She really gives you a lot of information.
It's like should be a tour guide, or you know,
like, right? I mean, she practically is, right? I like their TikToks.
We have another comment in.
Okay.
Hold on. Yo, Fuji, wait, hold on. Fuji, I'm at the jail, and I'm sorry at the gym. I don't. That's an inside. Never mind. Hold on 1 minute. Hold on 1 second. All right. I'm sorry. I was starting off with that.
You got you all frazzled.
No, I'm all right. I just didn't. I actually expected a legitimate. Oh wait, he's saying John. Yeah, Fuji. I'm at the John.
He's at the John. Is this the guy that says he's at the gym?
Yeah, Sean. Why didn't you just? How do you get John from J? Oh, never mind. I'll ask you off air. You're killing me. Hold on.
There's always one, right? There's always one that comes in.
I know. He had to bust my stones. I know.
Yeah, he had to bust your chops. That's all right.
Let me ask you this question. Can you teach me one sentence that only a real Philadelphian would understand? Or is that? I don't know if that.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I hate when I can't think of something, like when I'm like asked something and I do it all the time. What's that?
Skip that question.
All right. If I think of it, I'll go
That
back
was
to it.
two. One slang word you would use every single day.
I say your mother every single day.
Like your mother.
I say skeeve like your mother. Like, what do you think about that? Ask your mother. That's slang. I skeeve. I say you skeeve every single day. Just as ass, I use like all the words that I use a lot.
One slang word you refuse to say.
I don't know if I refuse to say it, but I don't say John because I just think it's a stupid word. I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of heat for that one, but I just think it's stupid. It's funny, but I don't use that one at all. I like hardly ever. Like I said, if I'm making fun of something, I'll use it. You know, I don't use bowl, like young bowl. We do that messing around.
Well,
yeah,
but that's another. That's another.
Yeah, that's more Philly in
word
general.
On this list. Bowl.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't think that's South, but I think it's more like North Philly, West Philly.
I mean, it's like hoagie. Like, who the hell says hoagie anywhere else? I mean,
I know.
I'm sure you
like we were talking, they say, yeah.
Like a hero up in New York or North Jersey, or
I can't say it.
Nah,
can't say it. I can't say sub. I can't say hero. It's a hoagie. It's a hoagie.
Well, I mean, you go to you order a cheesesteak, it's with or without. So is it?
Yeah.
With fried onions or without?
Without. Yeah. With or without. That used to be a real big one. It was like a joke. With or without. With or without.
Right.
You know.
I always thought it was kind of like, what kind of cheese too.
It was always Cheese Whiz.
Right.
You got Cheese Whiz on your cheesesteak.
Well, there was a cheesesteak place. I don't know if it's still around, called With or Without.
Oh, really? I don't know. Where was that at?
There was one. There was one up here in Northeast Philly, but I don't know if they're still in business. I mean, I'm going back probably a good 10, 12 years.
Oh,
maybe
okay.
More, maybe 15, but
yeah.
Sean chiming in again. Fuji, go get the parts. Go get the papers to pay.
Oh, the papers. Go get the papers.
I think you're
2 times. What are you, Jimmy? 2 times?
Exactly. I think your spelling's a little off here, Sean. I know it's hard to work out and kind of chime in at the same time, but
too much pre-workout. He's amped up on his pre-workout. Sean, get it.
Get it in, Sean.
Good for him.
I know. Wow. I break his stones all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I do have one other video, and I think this might be your most recent one that I uploaded.
And the way they say words in South Jersey. You ready for this one?
Sure.
Okay. On.
On?
On.
On?
No, how do you say it?
On.
On. It's on, not on.
On. Like an awning.
Yeah, like an awning.
Get under the awning.
And you say on.
Awning.
I don't, not awning.
Yeah, you say awning.
It's an awning.
It's an awning.
It's a what?
An awning.
An awning. I can't even do it. If I'm trying to, I feel weird. How about towel?
Towel.
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 It's not towel. Towel. It's towel. It's towel.
Towel.
Towel. Go get me that towel.
Get your tail between your legs.
Yeah, stick your tail between your mother's legs.
Yeah, your mother's legs.
You're my mom. I'm sorry you said that.
Good.
Yeah, right. Pat beat your ass. How about frog?
Frog.
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 No, frog.
Frog.
Frog. Look at that frog in the pond over there.
Frog.
He says frog.
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 Yeah, frog. That's what it is.
It's not. South Philly, South Jersey. Right? Wrong.
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 It's pretty interesting because the words like wrong was a WRANG, and
we're always messing with each other. It's all fun.
Well, yeah, because I mean, if you do look at it, South Jersey's, the way some folks over there talk is different than Philly itself.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree. Yep.
Now, my next questions are, now this is going to be one or the other. I'm just going to
Okay.
call this rapid fire.
Okay.
Wawa or the corner store?
Oh man. Well, the corner store I used to go to is no longer there, so I'm gonna have to say Wawa.
John or joint?
On this one I probably say John.
Down the shore or at the beach or the beach? That's
Down the shore.
Say yo or drawing? What?
Yo. Yo, what up? Yo, cuz. Yo.
Let's see. I think I did ask you those. Just trying to hold on 1 minute.
Yeah, drawn, I don't say. That's not South Philly.
Let's see. Hold on, I'm like drawing a blank here.
That's all right. That's all right. That's how I feel like when somebody asks me a question. I'm like, damn, I should have wrote some stuff down.
I got stuff written down, but I mean, you look at another slang word is not for nothing.
Always say not for nothing. But not for nothing, though. It depends on the context, too.
Well,
it could just be not for nothing. You could be telling a story, and not for nothing.
Oh, nothing's the word nothing's the word nothing is another Philly slang word.
Yeah, nothing.
A lot of people always say nothing.
Nothing. Unless it's like you want something. You want something. If like somebody asks me, like, do you want something? That's the only way that the NG gets pronounced, is if you're right. But it's like not for nothing. It's always not for nothing. And you can start with not for nothing. It could be in the middle of the sentence or it could be at the end of the sentence. Well, you know what I'm saying? But not for nothing.
Well, if you really look at a lot of words with ing, it's always shortened too.
Yep. The G never gets pronounced.
Right.
Sometimes the IN doesn't even get pronounced, or the end, not for nothing. It's like NUTTN.
There's another comment. Let's see. Sean says his mom's from South Philly, 29th and Tasker. She says,
okay.
Draws and crayons.
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Draw, crayon.
Let me ask you this. And I may take some heat with this for geographically.
What's that?
Is 29th and Tasker considered South Philly, or is that Gray's Ferry? Or is that is that right on the borderline of Gray's Ferry?
I think that's Gray's Ferry.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's Gray's Ferry.
Now, is Gray's Ferry considered South Philly?
No. Gray's Ferry is Gray's Ferry.
That's all right.
Yep. Gray's Ferry is just Gray's Ferry.
I'm glad you why can't I think of the word? Clarified that. Because there's another gentleman on the network, Tom, is from Gray's Ferry.
And what's he say?
He said it's South Philly because he went to Newman, but I always say that's not South Philly. It's Gray's
That's not
Ferry.
South Philly. No, it's funny because the area Newbold is South Philly. I can't even say Newbold is South Philly because that's like a new name for the neighborhood. Like they give these neighborhoods names. Right. You know what I mean? And it's South Philly.
Well, I mean South Philly basically starts right after South Street, correct?
I feel like South Philly starts, say, from the Navy Yard.
Right.
So we'll go north and south. I'll say from the Navy Yard all the way to maybe South Street, maybe because then Bainbridge begins.
Queen Village.
Queens Village, yep. And then I'll say from Front Street to maybe 27th Street, 28th Street is considered South Philly.
I'll show another comment here saying, watch your mouth. I think yous are wrong. I'm going to do my homework.
Yeah, go do it.
Go do it, Grace Ferry.
It don't matter what you say anyway. It's still Grace Ferry.
Exactly. Thank you for because I've been saying it's Grace Ferry all along.
Yeah.
Not there's anything wrong with Grace Ferry.
Right.
It's just not
right.
South Philly.
No, it's not.
No, now now you got me. Like you did say that, they did like rename all these different sections.
They did.
There's a couple more. Well, isn't there like South? I forget where Southwark comes in at, but if it's even Southwark anymore.
Where's that considered at? If you tell me the streets, then I'll tell you.
I forget. Maybe around Moy Mensing area, but I don't know.
South Philly.
Yeah.
It's South Philly.
No, I know Moy
think Southwark is. I think Southwark is closer. It's like in South Philly.
Right.
Is it Sean again? I can't say I have my glasses on.
Nah, hey, what's up, Lindsay? Do you know Lindsay? Product.
Let me see. Let me put my glasses. I gotta say.
Product reviews 19.
I don't know unless she's from TikTok.
That's what I'm guessing. Thanks for checking in, Lindsay.
Yeah, thanks for coming in.
Of course, Sean, I'm going to go get the papers. Get the papers. Fuji, don't be such a rubberneck. Consider the source from the smart ass.
Yeah.
Sean chimes in and says you gotta get your lenses. Wait. You gotta get your lenses, Nicole. What?
Gotta get my lenses to see. Yeah. I got you. Yeah. Whatever. All right, whatever.
I thought there was another comment coming in here. Now, of course, I'm drawing another blank here. Why? I don't know.
I know you hate when that happens.
Well, especially when you're doing a show and it's just, I usually don't, I'm usually not running out of
things to say. Well, you said usually you do more sports, right?
Well, no, I do a mixture of stuff. So is there any other words like you could think of off the top of your head?
No, not really. I can't think. I'm like you. I'm like drawing a blank because, like I said, it's like, when people ask like everyday stuff, it's like we did whatchamacallit the other day, and I was crying because I was like, you got to get that whatchamacallit. Like that's funny. Everything's a whatchamacallit.
Well, I used to be a candy bar back in the day.
Yeah, I think they still sell them. They still have them. It's a little harder to find, but that was a good candy bar. That was really good. I know it's funny. Sometimes I'll be like, I just did a video. I can't remember what I literally just posted because I'll do videos and I'll just like save them and then like post them,
Mm-hmm. Got another comment coming in here. Sean saying, great show. Love the new slangs. My daughter says, bro. I say, I'm not your bro. I'm your dad.
Yeah. Bro, that's the kids today. Bruh, bro.
Think another. Hold on 1 second. I think Lindsay's chiming in saying, Shan. I don't know if I don't even know.
Oh, Shungad? Yeah. Shungad? Is that what she said? I don't have my glasses on. Shungad. Yeah, Shungad. I use that word a lot.
What's that mean?
Bombaleed. Shungad is like, oh, like I'm all disheveled. I'm Shungad. I don't know where I'm at. I'm at the food aisle and I'm looking at everything. I don't know what I want. I'm so Shungad right now.
Right.
Or I'm Bombalid. Bombalid. I feel like Bombalid and Shungad could kind of go the same way. Like I'm so Bombalid right now. I'm like driving in the city. I don't know where I'm at, and then it's like a new place, and I'm all Bombalid because I don't know where I'm going.
Showing another comment saying Fuji is a renaissance man. I try. And Lindsay chiming in again saying East Japip.
Well, yeah, that's what I said to you today. I said I used Japip today, right?
That's an old Philly. I don't know if that's an old Philly word, but that's
it is
definitely.
I always say Japip, but a lot of people say East Japip.
Well, right. I mean, it's there's always like East Bumble.
Yeah. I know I was going to say that, but I didn't want to curse. Yeah.
No, I know.
Trying to keep it PG.
Oh yeah, I get it. I mean, it's.
See, when people start saying it, I'm like, oh yeah. But like when someone asks me, it's like I'm like you, like I draw a blank, and I'm like, why am I drawing a blank? But I think it's because I use it all the time that it's just in my vocabulary. You know what I mean? It's like if they're words I don't ever really think about, I just use them.
Well, Shungad is definitely a word I believe you did do a video for that.
I did do a video on Shungad. Yeah, I did.
That just sounds like it's like from another language.
Yeah, my whole family said Shungad, and I don't know if that's like an Italian thing, but
it's like I said, that's definitely one word I can say. I can say I never did hear. I mean,
yeah, we say "hey ah" a lot, like "hey ah." That's another South Philly thing. Hey ah, like here you go. Hey ah, you want that? Hey ah.
I mean, old head. I mean, always did hear that. Old head just being somebody elderly or old.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Seems like the younger generations call us old head. I've been called that a few times.
Yeah. A lot of these words are just not the younger generation. They don't say it. I feel like you have to be like 35 and up for a lot of these words. And maybe I'm wrong with the age, but that's how I feel. Because I feel like a lot of younger people don't know what it means unless they say it in the household all the time. Because like I was saying earlier, a lot of the generation has died off. You know what I mean? And then when the sons and the daughters, if they're not using that language with their kids, then the kids aren't going to know it. But they're learning a whole different lingo and we don't even know it. You know what I mean? Or they're using words that we said when we were younger, but they're just put a little twist on it,
Well, yeah,
and it has just different meaning.
Well, I mean, John's been around. I couldn't tell you. I mean, I first heard the word John probably almost 40 years ago.
Yeah. John's been around a long time. Yeah, for real. For real, that's been around a long time. It is a funny word. It's a stupid word, but it's a funny word.
Lindsay checking in saying, I think it's an Italian thing. I mean, I don't know what she was referencing that to, but another word.
Like Shungad and like hey ya and stuff like that.
Stu not. I mean, that's definitely an old school word.
That's an Italian. That's definitely an Italian word. Like people are like, why don't you use that? Because I'm like, because it's more like of an Italian thing than a South Philly thing. You know what I mean?
Sean checking in again, saying, good show, guys. Talk to you later. Thanks,
Thank you.
For checking in. Appreciate it. I don't but I want to now. Lindsay checking in saying you could use the word John for anything.
Anything, everything. Yep. Anything and everything. That's what makes it the funny part. It's such a stupid word and it means everything.
I mean, it could. You're right. It can exactly.
Everything.
Now, like I was asking you before about like you go back to the younger generation, like You know, I know the slang word 6'7's been around, which I don't really know if there's an exact meaning to that, or is it?
There is. It's like, when you say, we'll meet around like 5 or 6,
Yeah.
or how many pounds of cutlets did you get? I don't know, 5 or 6, 6 or 7. That's what it basically means.
It just seems like that's like more. That's like more tailing off, and I believe there's a couple new slang words that are out with the young bucks.
There are. My son says them all the time, and then I'm like, that doesn't even mean that. But he was into the 6'7" thing for a long time. I was like, I'm going to choke you. Like, that's enough with the 6'7". Like, go somewhere with that. Like, beat it. Oh, you know what another word is? Crumb bum. Crumb
Yeah.
bum.
How do we forget that of all words?
Yeah. That just came to my head. You're such a crumb.
Well,
and if you're really bad at, you're a crumb bum. If you're really bad, you're a crumb bum.
Well, crumb bum, I know that's a word. That's a
Rizzo word.
That's a word that's been around for years. Crumb.
Yeah, that's Mayor Rizzo. He brought that on.
Well, even crumb.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember my grandmother using the word crumb, like you were dirty.
Yep. Like a real dirt neck, a real crumb.
Dirt neck.
Yeah.
Lindsay's chiming in with a crumb creep too.
Crumb creep. Yeah, you got to be really big. Crumb bum creep. You got to be really, you got to really be on my nerves to say that.
Oh, man.
Another one. You're getting on my nerves.
That's
a nervine.
That's definitely one for the ages. Now I got one last question for you.
Okay.
Give me your
Hopefully I can think of something.
Give me your top 3 slang words of all time. If you can.
Yeah, well, crumb is definitely one. Steve is definitely one. Shungad, Bombaleed. They're definitely up there. They're words that are used in my vocabulary on a daily. Actually, all the words that I post are used on a daily, and I don't know why I can't think of them right now. But they're, like I said, I should have wrote them down. But yeah, they're all the words that I use.
There's a word I could say from back in the day.
What's that?
I don't know if it's really proper to use. I mean, it's not a curse, but I don't even. You may not have heard of it, but I think like our gen skank.
Yeah, skank. Yeah, I haven't heard that word in a long time. Oh, look at her. She's a skank. Yeah, I haven't heard that in a while. A real putana. Uh-huh. Yep. That's a better way of saying it, really.
Nah, just this word, thrown around many moons ago. But
yeah, that was used a lot in the 90s. I mean, once in a while, I hear somebody say that.
Too.
Yeah. Once in a while, I hear somebody say that.
It's definitely something you don't hear anymore.
Yeah. Yep. That's funny.
It just popped in my head. I don't know.
Yeah. It's funny because watch, when you get off, you're going to be like, oh my God, I thought this. I'll do the same thing. I'll be like, oh,
I'm sure drawing a blank, there's more words you could think of. And
there's a ton, but there's a ton of words. But like I said, when you talk like this every single day, like people be like, oh, it should be easy. It's really not. It's not easy to think, oh, and then like the girls at work will be like, what's like word in a day? Like, what could we use? And then we think about it and we're like, no. Sometimes I'll have the girls on, they'll like be in the background talk. And that's funny when I do the Backroom Chronicles. That's funny with them when they do them.
Do you ever do your videos from your work?
Mm-hmm. A lot of times. Yep.
Okay.
A lot of time. Yeah. It'll just be like us in the back room, and once in a while they'll come in. I'll be like, you guys want to be in the video, or you just want to just like me? And then you'll hear them in the background. And I think that's the funnier part is when you hear them, you don't see them, you hear them. And they're like, everybody's chiming in, because we always say you could have 75 conversations going on in the back room, but we all pay attention and we all know what's going on. Like everybody's having there's legit 50 conversations going on at one time. And then we're all answering each other. So I think it's funny when you hear them in the background,
Oh, yeah,
So like
definitely.
when we're laughing or I'm laughing, it's legit. It's like because it's funny. Because it's like, oh yeah. Like the whatchamacallit one, I was crying. I was crying on that because I legit had tears. I was crying from it.
Well, I definitely would like to get you back on, and hopefully, maybe we could reach out to Curb Your Enthusiasm and Trish, and just
Yeah.
really, go around the table and talk about certain areas of Philly and
Mm-hmm.
different slang. And
Yeah, that would be fun if they're able to do it. And I'll write stuff down next time.
that's hey, well, I mean, I appreciate you wanting to come on, and
Yeah, it
like
was
I said,
fun.
it was something different, with something with Philly you don't really get into too much. And
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun. Thanks for having me on.
now
Appreciate it.
Can you let everybody know where they could reach you on TikTok?
It's just Nicole Marie 0421.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
And happy belated birthday, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem. But
Thank you.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in and everybody that commented. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that was fun.
Again, Nicole, thank you for tuning in. Hope everybody has a good week. Tomorrow's Friday, thank God.
Woo, thank God.
Have a good week. Everybody have a good weekend. Be safe.
Thank you.
Call a relative, call a family member you haven't talked to, and always check on people, because in this world today, you never know what anybody's going through, because
Amen.
mental health awareness is very serious. Nicole,
Yes, it is.
Nicole,
thank you.
Thank you for coming on. I deeply appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate you reaching out.
Anytime. Let me find my anthem that you were jamming to before. Okay, everybody have a good week. God bless. Be safe. Go Flyers, go Sixers, and let the Phils turn it around.
Amen.
Take care.
All right, bye.
Philly streets got a story to tell. Golden sun breaks the Liberty Bell. From the Trattoria to the stoop outside, feel good vibes in the city's pride.
Fuji's Philly flair, oh, it's everywhere. Good news flying like hands in the air. Hip hop grooves with a twist, so rare. Fuji's Philly flair, we're living the